Alright, so aoba time. First off, let me start out by saying that this box is enormous. It means I had to, I don't have a car, so when I went to go pick up this box, I didn't think it was going to be this big, so I had two options. I could either say, you know what, leave it here, I'll go get my little pull cart, I'll come back tomorrow, pick it up, you know, but I am impatient, and I need gratification now, so I was an idiot, and I said, you know what, no, give it to me now, and I'll figure it out. So this thing sat on the saddle of my bike, while I wheeled my bike back, also carrying a cargo of precious donuts, and just trying not to spill it all over myself, and trip, and fall, and cry. Just to kind of see, this comes to above where my knee is. This is a big old box. I'm sure some of it is packing material, but we will soon find out. No, I haven't opened it yet. The only thing I've done is remove the shipping label, for obvious reasons. So, let's discover what's inside. This box is inordinately big. It's kind of... Alright. Now, in case you're wondering, I did buy him off of aoba back a few months back when the pre-orders for him first opened. Pretty good deal on him, all things considered. I gotta say, he's probably gonna be the biggest figure that I own. Don't mind the mess in my room. Come on now. There we go. Yep. Okay, there we go. Hard to hold the camera steady and work the scissors at the same time, but let's see what is inside. Why, you're welcome for me shopping with you. Alright, packing. Whoa, alright. Packing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, he's, you know what? The box size is actually not that, oh my god, exaggerated. Okay. Kind of wedged in there nicely. Okay. There's the dent. They always do a pretty good job at packing stuff up. Here he is. He's in a kind of nice tissue paper. Let's open that up. Hi, Serafina. Open up. You know what? Hello. Hello. 1/7 scale, painted figure, sculpted. Yeah, this is a Max Factory sculptor. So I was actually pretty surprised because Max Factory usually does ladies. But you know what? First time for everything, especially for this sculptor. Looks like she did a pretty good job just looking at him out the box. Alright, so here's the box. Compared to my hand, I have about a size 5 ring, just to kind of give you an impression. So he is big. He's very big. Here's the side. Now this is a figure that's marketed as looking good from just about any angle you put him in. So we'll find out very soon if that's true. Dramatical murder. Aoba. He's got his little nitro seal of approval there. Okay. Now the box has a kind of a matte texture overall, but some of the parts are glossy. So it's kind of a nice touch. Alright, let's open them up. Whoop, is this a tab? Can't really tell. Nope. Alright. Come to me. My beautiful mulleted baby. Alright, now we're going to shimmy him out. Alright. What is this? Oh man, I gotta assemble this. Okay, well, you know what? Fine. We'll assemble him. Hold up, we gotta free him from his plastic prison. The smell of plastic coming off this guy is very strong, though I have to say, compared to a lot of other figures I've gotten. Yikes. Alrighty. Where else is he stuck? Where are you stuck? Oh, I see. He's got a little twisty. Ah! No, why would you do this? You know what? Let's see if I can cut it. Well, let's free his rhyme board. Let's free what we can free so far. This little TV thing. Come on. And this is all. Oh, here's his little extra. Comes with a pre-order bonus. Let's open that up. It's Ren! Mickey Chain. Super cute. Very nicely sculpted, actually. Look at his little paw pads. Cute, cute. Alright. Onward we go. And now, at long last, here he is. Hooray! Now, putting him together is generally pretty easy. The only place where I found I had any trouble was putting Ren in. The instructions say you should put his hind paw in before you do his front paw. I found it easier to do it the other way around. I guess that's just a matter of finding out how the pegs fit together. Now the Ren keychain is the same sculpt, the same mold. It's just a little smaller. Which, I thought they were going to be the same size, but you know what? That is probably a little too big for a keychain, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so, yeah, when they said that he was going to look good from pretty much any angle, they really weren't kidding. Let's take a look here first at the details he's got. The chains all go from translucent to solid. This chain here has a minx pattern of the pipes. It's got two, and a noises pattern of the, I don't actually know what they're romanized as. Rabbit mimic, pseudo rabbit, whatever. Here we've got the symbol of what's its face. I'm gonna remember it. It's gonna hit me later. The thing that starts the rhyme. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Why am I in this fandom? Here's the morphine symbol on the other TV. Oh my god, what is this thing called? It's the thing that says toys all mate. Ah! Okay, well, I'll figure it out later. Usui, there we go. Let me see. Oh, his headphones. This is a really cool detail. Let me see if I can get it focused enough to show it, but his headphones actually are playing Eye Catch by Bed, which is really a nice little touch. I'm glad they added that in. Ren is over here, kind of diving in. He's got his rhyme board, I guess. Like, this one's got Clear's hands holding the umbrellas, and then of course we have the translucent sparrows for Kojaku. And so with that said, I can't really figure out what the base is supposed to be. I guess it's just another like rhyme thing. With that said, aobaaaa himself is really nicely sculpted. I'm looking to see if I can find seams in the mold, but honestly, like, there's a little bit of one on his shoulder here. It's really not that noticeable. He's got even the seam on his pant leg, which is a really cool touch to it. Let me see if I can pick him up very tenderly and carefully and inspect him from this angle here. He's got his hair. There's a nice gradient sculpted inside his jacket. The folds on his clothes are really cool. I'm like zooming in on his crotch, don't mind me. The inside of his jacket is nicely sculpted. He's got his little collarbones. It's kind of hard to get in there with the umbrellas. So these collarbones are sculpted. His expression is really cute. Come on, zoom, sharpen. Very nicely matches Honyara's style. Kind of a cheeky smile. He shows up, I think he shows up as being darker in skin tone than he actually is in real life. He's got his cherry bling emblem on his jacket. Shading, not a whole, well, compared to some kits, there's not a whole heck of a lot of shading, but it's airbrushed nicely in the places where it counts, like the folds in his clothes, the texture in his hair, a little bit in the poofs of his jacket. And yeah, like you can turn this figure any way you want and he's going to look really great. The way that these pieces interact, it's a little bit of a hassle to get it together, but honestly, like look at that final result. That's really, really cool. Like, I don't know how they figured out that it was going to look this way, but they did. It's because he's got one foot fits into the board with a peg. Oh, here's Say. I missed him the first time around. How did I miss him? He's got a booty. He's got like the inside of his jacket. There's a little space in between there, so they didn't just sculpt the jacket onto him. He's got little pockets on his bum. His shoes. I wish you could take off his shoes and show his horrible yellow socks. Little poops. TV. Very, very cool. The umbrellas are sort of, they're not clear the way that these pieces are. They're sort of a semi-translucent, sort of like those tacky old plastic umbrellas. This board also has the Jerry Blaine emblem on it. Very neat. I don't know why this little rabbit cube is gray. I guess it's deactivated or something. And I've seen a few other figures that kind of play with your depth of field and your perception a little bit like this. Like I know the Mewtwo trading figure from the unreleased set, Groundbreakers, had a really cool effect like that. But this one pulls it off really, really nicely. Really cool. Like that little halo. It's just barely attached to this chain here, so if you're looking at it from a distance, he basically looks like he's got the little floating halo. Might as well not be attached to anything. Really neat. Let me see. Does this... Oh, he's got his other hand on his headphone with his stupid glove, because he's only got one. I don't know what the point of that is, but Ren's little paw pads. And his paw pads are actually sculpted. They're not just painted on, which is nice. Let me see if the ones on the keychain are sculpted. Can I feel? Yep, they are. Which would make sense, because it's the same sculpt. Let me see what else. Ren's got his little spiked choker. His little tongue poking out. And his little, I don't know what that is, the syringe or whatever that he's got. I wish I would focus on him a little. Focus. He's got his little Ren eyes. They're actually, they're not quite black. They're like a very dark blue. Really cool. Let me see if I can get a nice, accurate size comparison on him. That's the hard part. Oh, picking him up is like a nightmare too. I guess I'll do it this way. Actually relatively stable, all things considered. Here's a strap plushie. In comparison. Very big. I think the 1 in 8 Akira comes up to about here. So, gotta find a place for him. But yeah, he's really cool if you're, get out of your hair gel. If you're ever thinking about getting him, I hope this kind of helps you get a view of what he looks like. And like, even video doesn't do him justice the way this figure is so beautifully three-dimensional. It's kind of nuts. Spin him around once more. Get all those lovely details in the light. This is probably the coolest pose you can have him in, kind of with everything showing. So cool. Such a dynamic pose. Such a beautiful mullet.